Canada moves to crack down on crime with tougher bail laws. In a bid to combat rising crime rates, particularly vehicle thefts, extortion, and organized retail theft, the Canadian Liberal government has introduced a new bill aimed at toughening bail laws. The proposed legislation shifts the onus of proof from prosecutors to accused individuals, requiring them to justify their release on bail for certain serious offenses. Under the new bill, a reverse onus for bail will now apply to a wide range of offenses, including vehicle theft, break-and-enter, extortion, and arson. This means that judges will no longer assume bail is appropriate for these crimes, instead requiring accused individuals to demonstrate convincing reasons why they should be released before trial. The legislation also takes aim at repeat offenders, allowing for consecutive sentences for violent and repeat crimes. For example, individuals convicted of multiple vehicle thefts, break-ins, or extortions could face multiple, non-overlapping prison sentences. This change is designed to ensure that criminals cannot rack up charges and serve them concurrently, ultimately leading to reduced sentences. The bill further proposes new aggravating factors for sentencing, including repeat violent offenses, crimes against police and first responders, retail theft, and mischief to property. These factors will be taken into account when determining appropriate penalties to reflect the severity of the crime and the offender's criminal history. In an effort to increase public safety, the legislation also restricts the granting of conditional sentences, or house arrest, for certain serious crimes like sexual assault and sex offenses involving minors. This change aims to ensure that such offenders are held accountable through more traditional forms of punishment, such as jail time. Additionally, the bill proposes updates to the Youth Criminal Justice Act to allow the publication of identifying information about young offenders in cases where there is an imminent threat to public safety. Currently, police must obtain a court order to release this information, a process that can slow down the dissemination of critical details to help prevent harm. The bill would streamline this process for situations where speed is of the essence. Premiers, opposition parties, and law enforcement agencies have long advocated for reforms to Canada's bail system, citing a rise in vehicle thefts, extortion, organized retail crime, and other violent offenses. The government's new bill seeks to address these concerns by making it more challenging for accused individuals to obtain bail for serious crimes and by enhancing penalties for repeat offenders. As the legislation moves forward, it will be reviewed by the courts to determine its constitutionality under the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. However, government officials stress that the bill is designed to respect the rights of accused individuals while still promoting public safety. Indeed, the measures aim to strike a balance between the principles of presumed innocence and the need to protect communities from harm. The proposed changes to Canada's bail laws mark an important step in the country's ongoing effort to combat crime and keep citizens safe. While the specifics of the bill will undoubtedly be debated, the broad strokes of the legislation demonstrate a commitment to reform and a willingness to address the concerns of law enforcement and citizens alike.